So my name is Lukas Savickas. I am Minister of Economy and Innovation of Republic of Lithuania. So at the moment, we as a country, looking at our neighbors around, really enjoy a very steady and rather quite a fast economic growth. But we want to make sure this is not just purely numbers, but it also contributes to our economic structure change towards more high value added sectors. But we're not doing this randomly. We're doing this with clear precision, working on specific sectors which we feel have the strongest potential from our side. So we can talk life sciences as such. We have a very ambitious goal of reaching 5% GDP by 2030. That is a very exciting path, which is halfway done. We have a strong partnership with other companies, which are global companies coming from North America as well, with presence in Vilnius, but also we have amazing Lithuanian companies who are working globally and have the potential to expand and innovate and create something in this field which is unique and therefore highly competitive. So we see expansion of biocities and global cooperation in this sector. At the same time, we have amazing growth in terms of ICT segment. It is very hard for me to imagine how we're making this happen, because we see that the talent pool of ICT sector is growing 14% each year, which means that the companies have such a significant need to match their growth that we are capable to work together with the state to make sure that we requalify and prepare the necessary talent for this exponential growth. This also connects clearly to our startup segment. We see that Lithuania has one of the most successful startup segments in our region. We have now an evaluation of our startup community of 16 billion euros, and also it is something which has about 3 to 4 unicorns already in a country of 3 million. Also already very strong indication that both this sector has a very strong potential to continue that growth. Besides life sciences, besides ICT, we also have strong presence in smart manufacturing, from semiconductors to smaller technologies. That is something which is a long-term strategy, also contributes a little bit to more regional distribution to make sure that this economic growth is not located just in the big cities. And also the situation demands that we look and evaluate about new potential, and that new potential comes from defense industry. 2 or 3 years ago, we would have not said that this sector is going to boom and grow so quickly, but due to geopolitical realities, due to significant increase of spending to the sector from the government, we see that this sector is growing very quickly. It is linking together to a new potential regional defense industry ecosystem. I think one of the key elements of this strategy is continuity. I'm very happy to say that as government change and coalition change, we have managed to ensure that we have the same or similar strategic insights into which segments are the ones which have the strongest potential. For this reason, I think we have succeeded, as I mentioned before, to grow, have one of the smartest growth of the startup community. This is the reason why when the crisis hit, the pandemic hit, our life sciences sector managed not only to contribute to the challenges nationally, but also globally. And this is something which I find a very strong indication. But at the same time, in the last sort of 5 to 6 years, we have implemented innovation reform, which centralized our policies, which centralized our efforts for a growing innovation economy to one innovation agency, which contributed to keep that focus necessary to get the necessary results. It is something which I definitely feel during my visit to the United States, that we share a similar approach on how we want to move. We want to move quickly, we want to have a flawless procedure, and we want to have a state and its agencies which is a solid partner in this endeavor. I really feel that Lithuania is the country which is now very much focused on working together with our innovators to make sure that we cut the necessary red tape, to make sure that we create procedures which are fast, which match the demand of the industry, and create all this potential which the businesses have can be transitioned into actually doing business, but not dealing with state institutions. And that is something which, for me, is a clear indication and recommendation why, if somebody is considering Lithuania, to really consider, if someone is considering Europe, really consider Lithuania as a gateway to Europe. And we have seen this happen in many different sectors. As an example, fintech industry has showcased how can we position our country for a specific segment, creates dedicated necessary sandbox solutions, and make this a clear gateway in the European market.